Arthur Schopenhauer was a German philosopher known for his brutal honesty about human nature, desire, and yes, women. And here's the crazy part. What Schopenhauer said about women over 200 years ago is something most men still don't understand today. If you're a man who wants to navigate attraction and relationships without losing your sanity, listen closely, because these dark psychology truths will change the way you see female behavior forever. The third insight will shock you, as it reveals why many women lose attraction when you do exactly what you think will impress them. But before we dive in, understand this. Schopenhauer wasn't writing from a place of hatred or misogyny. He was observing human nature through the lens of evolutionary biology and psychology, long before these fields even existed. His insights were controversial then and remain so today, but that doesn't make them less accurate. The modern dating landscape has changed dramatically since Schopenhauer's time, but the fundamental drives he identified remain unchanged. Social media, dating apps, and modern feminism have amplified certain behaviors, but the core psychological patterns persist. Let's dive into what Schopenhauer knew about women that men still don't understand. 1. Women are ruled by the will to life. Schopenhauer argued that women's primary biological drive is the will to life, which means the subconscious urge to secure survival and the best possible genes for their offspring. This means attraction isn't just about romance. It's about security, strength, and stability. If you think buying her flowers or writing poems will create deep attraction while ignoring strength and stability, you're missing what drives desire on a primal level. Here's what this looks like in practice. A woman might be intellectually attracted to your kindness and generosity, but if you can't demonstrate emotional stability under pressure, financial competence, or the ability to lead during uncertainty, that attraction will fade. This doesn't mean you need to be wealthy or physically imposing. It means you need to demonstrate that you can handle life's challenges without crumbling. When a woman tests your patience, she's not deemed difficult for entertainment. She's unconsciously checking whether you can remain centered when things get tough. The will to life also explains why women are attracted to ambition and drive. A man with clear goals and the discipline to achieve them signals genetic fitness and the ability to provide stability for potential offspring. This happens even when a woman has no conscious desire for children. Later, I'll share how you can align with this primal drive without becoming a people pleaser or a wallet. 2. Women are masters of subtle manipulation without even knowing it. Schopenhauer wrote that women often use subtle behaviors to get what they want while maintaining social innocence. This isn't evil. It's evolutionary. Women learned to survive in a world where direct confrontation was dangerous. So when a woman tests you, gives you mixed signals, or uses indirect communication, it's often subconscious, driven by biology, not malicious intent. Your job? Don't get emotional or reactive. Stay grounded and maintain your masculine frame. Understanding this concept is crucial for modern men. When a woman says, "I'm fine," but clearly isn't, or when she mentions how much attention she's getting from other men, she's not necessarily trying to hurt you. She's testing your emotional stability and confidence. These behaviors served women well throughout history. In societies where women couldn't directly challenge male authority or compete physically, indirect influence became essential for survival. The woman who could subtly guide situations while maintaining harmony had the best chance of securing resources and protection. Today, these same patterns show up in dating. A woman might cancel plans last minute to see if you'll become needy and desperate, or she might mention an ex-boyfriend to gauge your reaction. The key is recognizing these tests for what they are, unconscious attempts to assess your strength rather than taking them personally. When you respond to these situations with calm confidence rather than emotional reactivity, you pass the test. When you get angry, jealous, or start seeking reassurance, you failing. Coming up, I'll explain how Schopenhauer's third insight explains why nice guys often finish last. 3. Women are attracted to strength, not subservience. Schopenhauer observed that men often believe sacrificing their needs and constantly pleasing women will win love. But women are biologically wired to test for strength. When you constantly accommodate, abandon your purpose, or seek her validation, you lose polarity. A woman may enjoy the attention, but lose attraction, craving a man who can lead with calm strength. This is perhaps the most counterintuitive truth for modern men to accept. We're taught from an early age that being kind, accommodating, and putting women's needs first is the path to romantic success. Yet this approach consistently fails to create lasting attraction. The reason lies in evolutionary psychology. Throughout human history, women who chose strong, decisive partners were more likely to survive and have their children survive. This preference became hardwired into female psychology. Strength doesn't mean being cruel or dominating. It means having clear boundaries, sticking to your values under pressure, and making decisions confidently. When you constantly defer to a woman's preferences, cancel your plans to accommodate hers, or seek her approval for your choices, you're signaling weakness. Consider this scenario. You have plans to go to the gym, but she wants you to stay and watch a movie. The weak response is to immediately cancel your workout to please her. The strong response is to invite her to join you at the gym, or suggest watching the movie after your workout. You're not being selfish. You're demonstrating that you have priorities and stick to them. Women often complain about men who don't take initiative or who always ask, "What do you want to do?" They crave masculine leadership, even if they don't consciously realize it. Insight number 4 explains why women can move on quickly if you lose your frame. 4. Women live in the present moment emotionally. Schopenhauer noted that women's feelings often reflect the present moment rather than logical consistency over time. This explains why a woman can claim she loves you deeply and then change her behavior if you lose your masculine grounding. It's not about betrayal. It's about biology and emotional alignment. Men who accept this without bitterness stop taking female behavior personally and adjust calmly. This insight is perhaps the most difficult for men to accept because we tend to think linearly about relationships. We believe that if someone loved us yesterday, they should love us today, regardless of our behavior. But women's emotional experience is more fluid and responsive to the immediate environment. If you were confident and decisive last week, but become needy and insecure this week, her feelings will shift accordingly. This isn't fickleness. It's an evolutionary adaptation that helped women quickly assess changing circumstances and adjust their loyalty accordingly. In ancestral environments, a woman's survival depended on accurately reading the strength and status of the men around her. If her partner showed signs of weakness or declining status, it might be time to consider alternatives. This ability to rapidly reassess emotional connections was crucial for survival. Modern men often interpret this as women being crazy or emotional, but it's actually a sophisticated psychological mechanism. The challenge is that most men don't understand they need to consistently maintain their attractive qualities, rather than assuming past good behavior creates permanent attraction. This doesn't mean you need to be on all the time, or that you can't have vulnerable moments. It means understanding that your energy and frame significantly influence how a woman feels about you in real time. Insight number 5 will show you how Schopenhauer's thinking can save you from heartbreak and emotional confusion. 5. Women are attracted to purpose, not neediness. Schopenhauer emphasized that a man's purpose must come before a woman's approval. When your focus is on her, you lose the very trait that created attraction, your direction and mission. Women subconsciously feel safer and more attracted to men who are aligned with their purpose, not men who orbit them for validation. The modern dating world has created a generation of men who make women their primary focus. They spend hours crafting the perfect text message, analyzing every interaction, and adjusting their behavior based on female feedback. This approach is not only ineffective, it's actively repulsive to women. A man with purpose has something more important than any individual woman's opinion of him. This creates an irresistible dynamic where the woman feels compelled to earn his attention rather than the other way around. Purpose can take many forms: building a business, mastering a skill, pursuing physical fitness, creating art, or working toward a meaningful goal. The specific purpose matters less than the commitment and passion you bring to it. When you're truly focused on your mission, you naturally become less available and less reactive to female behavior. This scarcity and emotional independence are incredibly attractive. You're not trying to impress her. You're inviting her to be part of something bigger. The man who cancels important meetings to spend time with a woman he just started dating communicates that he has nothing more important going on. The man who maintains his priorities while making appropriate time for romance communicates that his attention is valuable and must be earned. Insight 6 reveals the hidden reason women test men, often when things are going well. 6. Women test to confirm your strength. Schopenhauer observed that women will test men through emotional outbursts, jealousy triggers, or withdrawing affection. These tests are not about destroying you. They are subconscious checks to ensure your strength and stability. Failing these tests by reacting emotionally, getting defensive, or chasing validates her fear that you're not the strong leader she desires. Understanding female testing behavior is crucial for maintaining attraction long-term. Many men notice that women seem to create drama just when things are going well. This isn't coincidence. It's an unconscious pattern designed to verify that your strength wasn't just an act. Tests come in various forms. She might pick a fight about something minor, mention how attractive she finds another man, or suddenly become distant and unavailable. Your natural instinct might be to chase, explain, or get upset. But these reactions all demonstrate the same thing: that her behavior can knock you off your center. The correct response to testing is calm indifference, not coldness or cruelty, but the unshakable confidence of a man who knows his worth isn't determined by any one person's opinion or behavior. For example, if she suddenly stops responding to texts as frequently, the weak response is to send more texts asking if everything is okay. The strong response is to maintain your normal communication pattern without chasing or getting anxious. Women test more frequently at the beginning of relationships and during periods of stress or transition. Recognizing these patterns helps you respond appropriately rather than taking the behavior personally. Insight number 7 will show you how accepting female nature can set you free. 7. Accept female nature without bitterness. Schopenhauer's writings may sound harsh, but his goal was to see reality clearly. When you accept female nature as it is, you free yourself from confusion, resentment, and unrealistic expectations. You learn to lead with calm masculine energy, enjoying women while staying aligned with your purpose. The final and most important insight is about your mindset. Many men who discovered these truths initially feel anger or bitterness. They feel deceived or manipulated. This reaction is natural, but ultimately counterproductive. Female nature isn't wrong or evil. It's simply different from male nature. Once you understand the underlying drivers of female behavior, you can work with them rather than against them. This leads to more authentic relationships and less frustration on both sides. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or cynicism. It means operating from a place of understanding rather than wishful thinking. When you accept that women are attracted to strength, you can focus on developing genuine strength rather than resenting their preferences. This acceptance also protects you from taking female behavior personally. When a woman tests you, you can see it as a natural response rather than a personal attack. When her feelings change, you can adjust your approach rather than feeling betrayed. Applying Schopenhauer's insights to modern dating. Now, how do you apply Schopenhauer's dark psychology insights to modern dating? Stop seeking validation. Make decisions based on your values and goals, not on what you think will impress women. Focus on your mission first. Develop genuine purpose and passion that exists independently of female attention. Lead interactions with calm confidence. Take initiative in planning dates, making decisions, and guiding conversations. Observe female behavior without taking it personally. See testing and emotional fluctuations as natural patterns rather than personal attacks. Set boundaries while maintaining emotional control. Know what you will and won't accept, and enforce these standards calmly. Understand that attraction is a dance, not a negotiation. You can't logic or convince someone to be attracted to you. Maintain your masculine frame under pressure. Stay centered and decisive, even when she's emotional or testing you. Create appropriate space and mystery. Don't be available 24/7 or share every thought and feeling immediately. When you embrace these truths, you stop chasing and start leading, letting women be drawn to your unshakable energy. Remember, these insights aren't about manipulation or playing games. They're about understanding human nature, so you can show up authentically as an attractive man rather than trying to fake your way to success. The modern world has confused many men about what attraction actually looks like. We've been taught that equality in all things is the goal, but attraction thrives on polarity and difference. When you embrace your masculine nature and understand feminine nature, you create the conditions for genuine attraction and deeper connection. If you found these dark psychology insights from Schopenhauer valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe for more advanced female psychology and mindset mastery to level up your confidence and dating life. Check out the other videos on this channel for deeper insights into attraction, female nature, and becoming a high-value man in a world that rewards strength and purpose. Thanks for watching, and remember, lead with calm confidence, observe without bitterness, stay on your mission.